क्लास 9 और क्वेश्चन नंबर 96। नंबर सिस्टम क्लास 9 क्वेश्चन नंबर 96, इंग्लिश मीडियम बैच है। Let us start question number 96 from number system class 9. Firstly read the question, go through the question. Question says, in a question of division, divisor is 10 times of quotient and 8 times of remainder. If the remainder is 30, what is the dividend? See here. Question says, divisor is 10 times of quotient, means quotient here into 10, and this divisor is just equal to 8 times of the remainder, means here remainder into 8. That means this is just equal to this one and this is just equal to this one, means all the three are equal everywhere. Okay. Now the question says remainder is 30, means if you put here 30 according to the question, given value of remainder 30, that means 30 into 8 equals to 240. That will be the value of divisor. That means this is 240. Now 240 equals to quotient into 10, 0 0 will be cancelled and 24 will be the value of quotient. That means quotient is your 24. You got every value here, okay? That means all the three values respectively, divisor, quotient and remainder, 240, 24 and 30. Now the question has demanded you what is the dividend. Dividend means divisor into quotient plus remainder. Now put the values you got here. Divisor 240, quotient 24 plus remainder 30. Now 24, 576 0 30 5790. This must be your answer. Note down. 5790 is your correct answer. Note down. That means divisor is equal to quotient into 10 and divisor is equal to remainder into 8 according to the question. Remainder is 30, that's why 30 into 8, 240 is your divisor, and 240 equals to quotient into 10, that's why quotient is 24, and dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. You put all the values got from the solution of the question, and thereafter you got answered 5790. This is very much important question for SSC and railway. Moreover, you may go to MBA as well. Again, the next question is exactly same perhaps. Let me see. Now come to question number 97. Question number 97. What does the question say? In a question of division, divisor is 12 times of quotient. Means divisor is 12 times of quotient. Divisor is 12 times of quotient. And see here, and 5 times of remainder, means remainder into 5. Now question says remainder is 48. That means this is the value of remainder given from the question, given by the question. Okay, you have taken from the question, given by the question. Remainder is 48. 48 into 5 equals to 240. That is again the value of divisor. And 240 equals to quotient into 12 equals to quotient gives you 12 into 20. That means quotient is 20. Now you have to point out the value of dividend and must apply the formula dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Dividend equals to divisor. This D stands for divisor. Divisor is 240 and 2 quotient is 20 plus remainder is 48. 24 2s are 48, 00 plus 48. Now the answer is 4848. This is your final answer. Note down 4848. Thus you are solving question number 97 from number system class 9 English medium batch. Come forward. Now question number 98. Question number 98. The pattern has been changed here. 98. Question says here, when a number is divided by 8 and 7, remainders are 5 and 4 respectively, what is the least number? When a number is divided by 8 and 7, a number is divided by 8 and 7, these are your divisors. Remainders are 5 and 4 respectively, 5 and 4 respectively. What is the least value of the number? Means question can be solved from the options as well. Okay, see from the option first. Options are 56, 59, option 3, 53, option 4, given by the question, option 4, 47. That means without having more knowledge, you can solve this question. That means your mathematics is not so much good, but answer will be coming from you yourself correctly. As you select some numbers from the given options. Firstly, 56 is given here. That means this may be your correct answer and final answer if after division by 8 this must give you remainder 5, and after division by 7 this must give you remainder 4. But see here, 56 is the LCM of divisors 8 and 7. That means if you divide 56 by 8 by 7, remainder will be always 0. That means this can't be your answer. I will show you as well. See here. If you divided 56 by 8, 8 7s are 56, that means remainder is 0 here. This is wrong. Question had told you after division of the number by divisor 8, remainder must have been 5. So this is your wrong answer. Now come. 8 7s are 56, remainder is 3. This is right. Sorry, this is again 8 7s are 56. This is only 3. This would have been 8. That means again this is wrong. Now come to this option. If you divide 53 by 8, 8 6 jar 48, remainder is 5. This is correct. After division from 8, remainder must be 5. Again, if you divide the same number, by 7, 7 7s are 49, 4 will be your remainder. This is also correct according to the question. That means this is your final answer. Be noted. Be noted. Thus, your reached right answer should be 53. You must note down. That means it is very much clear here. If you divide 53 by 8, remainder will be 5. If you divide 53 by 7, remainder will be 4. That means this is your correct answer. But according to the basic method, what should be the steps? See here in next method. See here. Let me go through basic way. Question has told you if a number, see, listen to me very carefully. If you divide a number by 8, remainder is 5. That means when you divide a number by 8, there must be some quotient that is suppose x here plus remainder 5 according to the question. That means this is your number. This may be your number. Okay. If you divide the same number by 7, that means if you divide the same number by 7, remainder quotient may be y plus remainder is 4. This is also your number and these numbers are equal. That means this equals to this much. Now suppose x equals to 7y minus 1 divided by 8. See here. Since there is only one equation having two variables x and y can't be said definitely. Okay, that means you cannot have the fixed values of x and y here. That means you will have to guess here only what may be x, what may be y, so that the values of x and y must satisfy this equation. For that you will have to go through this way. That means x and y are your values of quotient. X and y are your values of quotient. That means quotient, whenever you divide at a chance, certainly you take 1 to 9 digit, either of 1 to 9. Okay, that means x and y must be complete number. See here, x and y must be complete numbers, digits mainly, complete digits. Okay, complete digits. That means, suppose if you put here, guessing should be done here. Okay, if you put here the value of y equals to 1, that means x will be 6 by 8. This is not possible since x must be a digit. Okay, if you put the value of y to 7 to the 14, this will be 13 by 8. Similarly, you have to go 7 3s are not possible, 7 4s are 28, not possible, 7 5s are 35, not possible, 7 6s are 7 8s are. See here. Now you put the value of y through guessing, so that for the value of y, x must be complete as well. Okay, systematically you have to go through 1 2 3 4. Okay, see here, 7 3s are 21 minus 1 20 by 8, not possible. 7 4s are 28 27 by 8, not possible. 7 5s are 34 by, not possible. 7 6s are 41 by 8, not possible. 7 7s are, it is possible. That means when you put the value of y 7 here, 7 7s are 49 minus 1 48 by 8, that is x equals to 6. This is perfectly right. That means you got the answer now. Put the value of x 6 here or y 7 here, you will be getting the same number. Okay, that means number can be had here 8 into value of x 6 plus 7. 8 6 are 48 plus 7 56. This is your perfect answer. Note down. That means, see here, if you go through the basic method, that means you solve the question going through long process, certainly time will be taken by you more and more. That's why option is the best for such type of questions. But let me see again, note down first. That means firstly you got the option from technical approach through options. Secondly, got the answer through basic method, fundamental method, here. And come another way. This is the most suitable method here. This is the most suitable method here. You will be getting 3 types of questions. You will be getting 3 types of questions in such type. Okay. Firstly, let me listen. See, listen to me carefully. Whenever you see, there are 2 or 3 divisors and 2 or 3 remainders as well. 2 divisors, 2 remainders, 3 divisors, 3 remainders, 4 divisors and 4 remainders. Whenever you get 2 or more divisors, listen to me very carefully. When you get 2 or more divisors and 2 or more remainders, certainly you have to watch the difference of divisor and remainder. That means we have to watch here difference. Difference is 3, difference is 3. That means difference is equal everywhere. That means whenever there are 2 divisors and 2 remainders, you must get the difference of divisor and respective remainder. If the differences are equal, certainly you will get the number very easily. That means in such type of questions we have to do, LCM of divisors, means 8 and 7. LCM of divisors means 8 and 7, and this equal difference must be taken out from the LCM. That means must be taken out 3 LCM of 8 and 7, and thereafter difference must be taken out. This is 56 minus 3, now 53. Note down. Note down. Say, note must be noted. Okay, note must be noted. I am dictating you. Just note down. Say, note. If there are 2 or more divisors, if there are 2 or more divisors, and remainders, firstly you get the difference of divisor and respective remainder. Divisor and respective remainder. If the differences are equal everywhere, if the differences are equal everywhere, the list number can be had, by getting LCM of divisors, minus the equal remainder, minus the equal difference, okay. Thus you can to the right answer here. Now come to question number 99. See, when a number is divided by 9 and 7, remainders are 5 and 4 respectively. What is the number? 9 and 7. Remainders are 5 and 4. Question says, what is the number? Okay, see here. According to my language, certainly there are 2 divisors and 2 remainders. You will have to have the difference of respective divisor and remainder. If you get the difference here 4, here is 3. That means unequal difference got here. Okay, unequal difference got here. See here. If you get unequal differences here, certainly you should go through the options. In order to save the time. Okay. That means option is the best method for this. That's why I would like to show you through options. Options are 32, 50, 28, 23. 28 and 20. See here. Firstly, you should test here. 32 may be the number, supposing like that. Proceed now. If you divide 32 by 9, 9 3s are 27. Remainder will be 5. This is okay. Again, you have to divide 32 by 7. 7 4s are 28. Remainder is 4. This also matches here completely. That means this is such a number. When divided by 9 gives remainder 5. When divided by 7 gives remainder 4. That means this is your perfect answer and no need to forward now. Okay, this is your answer. If we tested here, certainly all answers will be wrong. Some of these will be satisfying 1 point, not the other point. Okay, that's why this will be completely wrong. Not wrong. But again, go through the fundamental method. You may proceed through fundamental method as well. Just I had shown you in the back question. See here. If you divide a number by 9, quotient may be x, remainder is 5. This is your number. Again, if you divide the same number by 7, quotient will be y and remainder is 4. These numbers are equal. That means x equals to 7y minus 1 by 9. Okay. Now put the value of y 1, 2, 3, 4. If you put y 1, x will be 6 by 9. 6 by 9. This is not possible since this is a fraction. This must be a digit here, okay? If you put y equals to 2, 7 2s are 14, 1, 13 by 9. This is again not possible. Similarly, you have to proceed. And if you put here 3, 7 3s are not possible, 7 4 80, this is possible. If you put the value of y equals to 4, 7 4s are 28 minus 1, 27 divided by 9, this is x equals to 3. Now this is the possible value. You got the answer here, 9 into value of x 3 plus 5 remainder, that means 32. This is your answer. Note down. That means you can solve such type of questions through options as well as through fundamental method. Just note down one point. Note down one point. If there are, note down, if there are 2 divisors and 2 remainders, if there are 2 divisors and 2 remainders, must get the difference of respective divisor and remainder, respective divisor and remainder. If the difference got is unequal, certainly go through the options. That means this point be shifted in your mind. That means such type of questions must be solved through the options given there in order to save the time. Okay. However, I have proceeded through basic method as well, but in your mind it is being put. Certainly you have to accept option method here. That will be the better. Okay. Now come to question 100. When a number is divided successively by 7 and 6. When a number be divided by 7 and 6 successively, remainders are 4 and 2 respectively. 4 and 2 respectively. What is the least number? Okay. See here. There is a minute change. Type 1 got you, type 2 got you. This is type 3. In this question, there is a minute difference in the language in the word. See here, in your question, there is a word successively divided. In earlier 2 questions, successively word was not used. Okay, that means in this question there is a word successively divided. This is a major point for this question. That means firstly you should understand the meaning of successively divided by. Okay, that means firstly listen to me. When a number, see here, what does successive division mean? Okay, when a number is divided by another, and the quotient got be divided by another number, this is called successive division. Okay, this is called successive division. That means in a successive division, you divide some number by divisor 1 and then divide the quotient by divisor 2 and then divide the quotient 3 by divisor 3. Okay, quotient 2. See, in such a question, what you have to do here? See here. There is a number. Be supposed there will be a number. When divided by 6, quotient is 1. Here you can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, anything, okay? But since the question has demanded you what is the least number, in that case here will be only 1. In order to get the least number, last quotient must be always 1. Had there not been mentioned the least number, certainly you would have put here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, anything. But since the question had demanded you what will be the least number, that's why you have to put here the last question only 1, 2, 3 can't be put here. Okay, that means for getting least number, this is only 1. This should be only 1. This must be only 1. Now think, if this number be divided by 6, the quotient is 1 and the remainder is 2. Certainly this will be 6 1 is 6 plus 2, 8. I am writing here as the this is it. Now proceed. See here. There must be a number. There is a number. When divided by 7, the quotient is this one. That means this is a number b divided by 7. The quotient is 8 and the remainder is 4. That means this number will be 7 8 56 plus 4 60. Now you calculate it all. This is your final answer. This is the least number. Write down, make this diagram. Second method is coming to you. 7 8 plus 4 60, and this is your answer. Note down. The questions from successive division are mostly asked in SSC and railway. Okay, are mostly asked in SSC and railway. But two types formerly dealt before question 100 are asked in PO and bank clerk as well. See here. You got 60 as the least number. Now, see here. If 60 is the right answer, all the cases must match there. If be testified, that means here. If you divide 60 by 7, 7 8 56, remainder is 4. This is correct. 7 4 7 4, correct. But if you divide 60 by 6, 6 10 60 and remainder is 0. This doesn't match here. After division by 6, there must be remainder 2, would have been 2, but this is 0. That means if 60 is your right answer, perfectly both the situations must match. Okay, but here only one situation matches here, but another situation doesn't match here. That means 60 is wrong answer. It appears, however 60 is definitely correct answer, but it appears according to this discussion. Actually, your answer appears wrong as you are doing the way wrong. That means your testing method is wrong due to the lack of knowledge. Now come to exact testing. Okay, that means here will be matching both the situations. See here. Since the question had told you in a successive division, that means in a successive division, certainly if 60 is your right answer, this must be divided by 7. 7 8 just 56. After deduction 56 from 60, remainder will be 4. This matches here. Now, if you divide this 60 by 6, you violate the method of successive division. That means in successive division, now this 8 the quotient be divided by the second divisor as I have dictated you. Okay, that means 6 1 is 6, remainder is 2. Now everything matches here. This must be noted down in order to abate your knowledge, increase your knowledge. Okay. Now come to the tricky approach for this question. What does the trick say? See here. In a successive division, what must be noted? In a successive division, this trick must be applied. In a successive division, when a number be divided by 7 and 6 successively, remainders are 4 and 2 respectively, and find out the least number. In such a case, what you have to do? See here. Plus into plus. This series only to be maintained here in order to get the right answer. Plus into plus. That means 6 plus 2, 8 into 7, 56 plus 4. This is your right answer. This only you have to do in order to reach the right answer. Okay, 60. Plus into plus. This sequence must be maintained till last in order to get the least number. Okay. Generally, least number is asked in every question, but sometimes their last quotient must be given else than 1. Okay, in that case, this trick must not be used. Now, come to question number 101. Come to question number 101. 101 says, when a number is divided successively by 8 and 7, remainders are 5 and 3. 8 and 7, remainders are 5 and 3. Remainders are 5 and 3. See here. If the last quotient is 2, what will be the number? If the last quotient is 2, this question already told you. That means you can't put here 1 or 3, 5, anything. The last quotient must be 2 as the question given you. Okay? Question gave you. That means this is only 2 you have to accept here. In such a case, if you proceed here plus into plus, the answer will be perfectly wrong. That means you have not to apply the trick up to here, and then you can apply the trick. That means, see here, here may be a number when divided by 7, last quotient is 2, remainder is 3. That means 7 2 ja 14 plus 3 17. That means put here 17 now, and this diagram says you into and this plus. Now this is your right way. Okay, now you may apply the trick given by me. Okay, multiply here. See here, 17 8 ja 136 plus 5 141. This is your perfect answer. Note down, 141 must be the right answer for this question. If the last quotient is given by the question else than 1, okay, else than 1, last quotient is else than 1, certainly need not to apply here the trick, and after that you must apply the trick. Not all. Now come to question number 102. 102 says, when a number is successively divided by 5, 4 and 3, there are 3 divisors and 3 remainders. 5, 4 and 3. Remainders are 3, 1 and 2 respectively. 3, 1 and 2 respectively. If the order of the divisors be, find out the remainders when the order of the divisors be reversed. See here. If a number be successively divided by 4, 5, 4, 3, remainders are 3, 1, 2 respectively, what is the least number? Firstly, listen to me. What is the least number? If in a successive division you have to point out the least number, certainly you take this step plus into plus. Solve it. 3 plus 2, 5 into 4, 25 into 4, 20, plus 121 into 505 plus 3, 108. That means you got the the list number. This is your list number. When 108 be divided by 5, 4 and 3 successively, remainders must be 3, 1 and 2 respectively. Now, second part of the question. Question asks you, if this number 108 be divided by reversing the divisor's order. That means reversing the divisor's order means firstly the question divided the number successively by 5, 4 and 3, and question asks you, you have to divide the same number by 3, 4 and 5. 3, 4 and 5. 3 36 ja 108 remainder is 0. 4 9 ja 36 remainder is 0. 5 1 ja 5 remainder is 4. That means if the same number be divided by reversing the order of the divisor, certainly the remainders are 0, 0 and 4. This is your final answer. Be noted. Be noted. These questions are based upon division. In division, there are 3 types of questions. You must get the difference of the divisors and remainders. If the differences are equal everywhere, certainly get the LCM of divisors, and equal difference must be taken out from the LCM in order to get the least number. If the differences are unequal there, go through the options. That will be better for you in order to save the time. But in a successive division, there may be 2 divisors or 3 divisors, 2 remainders and 3 remainders, but no need to have the difference in a successive division. Okay, you have to maintain this diagram in order to get the list number, plus into plus up to last. Now, come to question number 103. 103. See, what does say? 103. When a number is divided by 8, remainder is 6. When a number is divided by 8, remainder is 6. And if the quotient got b divided by 7, the remainder is 4. b divided by 7, the remainder is 4. If the same number be divided by 56, what will be the remainder? That means in this question directly successive word hasn't been used, okay? But what does mean successive division has been told in the question elaborately. That means the question says here, if a number be divided by divisor 1 and then quotient be divided by divisor 2 and so on, this is a part of successive division. This is a base of successive division. This means successive division only. Okay? That means in a successive division, in order to get the list number, you maintain this sequence plus into plus. See here, 7 plus 4 11 into 8 88 plus 6 94. That means you got the number. This is 94. But the question hasn't asked you say the list number. Question has asked you, if the same number be divided by 56, what will be the remainder? That is 94 divided by 56 yields means gives, okay, remainder. If this is asked here. That means 56 1 ja 94 minus 56 will be your remainder. In class, remainder equals to 14 minus 6, that is 8. 8 minus 5, that is 3. This is your remainder coming to, that is 38 is the right answer of this question. Be noted. Be noted. But you have to use a formula that is called tricky approach for such type of questions. See here. whenever question says you, if a number be successively divided by 8 and 7, remainders are 6 and 4 respectively, and the same number must be divided by the product of the divisor 1 and divisor 2, certainly you use this formula in order to get the final remainder. This is called complete remainder. This is called complete remainder. And complete remainder is equals to R1 plus R2 D1 only. R1 plus R2 D1 only. This is your suitable formula for such type of situations. R1 6 plus R2 4 plus D1 8 for the 32 plus 6 38. That means without having the number you got the answer. Without having number you got the answer. Okay, this is your suitable method for such type of questions. But there is one point must be noted more. If there will be 3 divisors and 3 remainders, what will be the formula for such type of questions? Okay, there be 3 divisors and 3 remainders. What formula should be used here? For that, see here. Complete remainder equals to R1 plus R2 D1. Same pattern be maintained on one. Okay, R1 plus R2 D1 plus R3 D1 D2. This formula will be applied for 3 divisors and 3 remainders in such type of questions. Okay, this may be 4 divisors and 4 remainders also. Then here will be plus R4, see here, plus R4 D1 D2 D3. D1 D2 D3. But in your syllabus only 3 divisors and 3 remainders are mostly asked. Okay, one more thing, in order to apply this formula you must have this knowledge, very urgent knowledge, very most important knowledge. See here, this tricky approach can be applied only when the next divisor, listen to me, the next divisor is a product of the first divisors. The next divisor is a product of the first divisors. Means 56 is a product of the first divisor 8 and 6. Certainly this trick will yield right answer. Okay, this point must be noted in your mind. If the next divisor be the LCM of the earlier divisors, certainly this formula will be applied in order to get the complete remainder. What is the formula? Formula is R1 plus R2 D1 for 3 divisors and 3 remainders. What is the formula? That formula is R1 plus R2 D1 plus R3 D1 D2. Not done. Sometimes product and sometimes LCM also may be given. Okay, now this is the last question of today's class. Certainly this is number system class 9 for English medium batch. Certainly you must copy down all the things you are going through the video. Okay, now next class will be announced. Okay, thank you.